Hello everyone, I am Sathwik pursuing BTech from NIT Raipur, Information Technology first sem. My roll number 2511028. First of all, I specially thank Anup Kumar Tiwari sir for giving me this golden opportunity. Thank you. Let's start our video. True wisdom lies in finding balance, working when I should work, resting when I should rest, and learning to control my time instead of letting it control me. So, when I ask myself, I am using my time wisely, I am not judging myself. I am simply reminding myself that the time is powerful. Every single minute can become a step forward or a step backward. I may not be perfect. I may not take right choice every time, but I can always improve. I can choose to spend more time with purpose, more time learning, more time becoming a better version of myself. And even if I have lost time in past, I still have present moment. The most important moment to begin again. Today can be a day I can start using my time wisely. Today can be a day I take responsibility for my life. Today can be a day I move closer to my dreams. What's the one thing that you would like to remember about me at end of my life? Most people don't want to be remembered for marks, money or fame, but 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 for being kind, honest, helpful, someone who made others feel seen and valued. This question quite asks how I am treating people today. The next question, does it really matter what others think? A little, but not too much. Others' opinion can guide you, but if you live only for approval, you lose yourself. The most important opinion is that one you hold about your own character. The next question, to what degree I have actually controlled the course of my life? You didn't choose when you are born, your family, many early situations, but you do choose your effort, your attitude, your values, your response to challenges. You may not control everything, but you control who you become in every situation. The next question and the last one, when all is said and done, what will I have said more than I have done? This question reminds us promises mean little without action. It gently asks, will my life know my words or my work? The strongest lives are those where actions speak louder than intentions. Have I done anything lately that's worth remembering? It doesn't have to be something big. It could be helping someone, trying again and falling, being honest with yourself, not giving up a hard day. Growth is quiet. Many important moments do not work impressive, but they can change you inside. You affect people even when you don't realize. Your life has potential, even if it is feels unclear right now. You don't need to prove your worth, your matter simply because you exist. The next one, have I made someone smile today? A smile can come from a kind word, listening patiently, helping in a small way, even just being polite. If answer is yes, you spread light. If answer is no, tomorrow is under chance. Kindness is never wasted. The next question, what have I given upon? This could be a dream, a habit, a person, or even yourself at some point. Giving up do- doesn't always mean failure. Sometimes it means you are tired, hurt, or unsure. What matters is asking, did I give up because it was wrong for me or because I stopped behaving myself? When did I last push the boundaries of my comfort zone? This happens when you speak even though you scared, try something new, face a fear, stand up for yourself. Growth always feels uncomfortable at first. If it's been a long time, that doesn't mean you're weak. It just means your next brave step waiting. The next question, if I had to give one piece of advice to a newborn baby, what it would be? Many powerful answers comes from this, like be kind of yourself, never stop being crucial, curious, don't be afraid to be different, your feelings matters. The beautiful part, that advice is probably something you also need to hear right now. Next question, what small act of kindness was I once shown that I will never forget? It could be something believing in you, a teacher encouraging you, a stranger helping you, a friend standing by you in a hard moment. Small kindness leave big marks on heart. Remembering them can remind you goodness exists and that you can pass it too long. Next question, how will I live knowing I will die? The question isn't meant to scare you, it means to wake up of our life. A healthy way to live with this truth is appreciate small moments, say what you truly feel, not possible your happiness forever. Learn, grow, and make mistakes without hating yourself. Knowing that life is limited it gives meaning, not sadness. It reminds us to live fully, kindly, and honestly. The next question, what do I need to change about myself? This isn't about judging myself. It's about becoming better gently. You might ask, or you might think, your habits, fears, your anger, your overthinking, self doubt. How do you treat others and yourself? Wanting to change doesn't mean you are broken, it means you are aware of being growing. The next question, is it more important to live or be loved? Both are important. Both loving, sometimes you control being loved, is something you receive. Loving teaches kindness, courage, empathy. Being loved teach safety, worth, and belonging in a healthy way. Both matter, but learning to love well often attracts love back naturally. The next one, how many friends would you trust with my life? This does not have a big number. Even one true loyal person is enough. Trust is built on honesty, consistency, respect, standing by you in hard times. Many people have many friends, but only few of them can trust, and that's completely okay. The next question, who has had the greatest impact of my life? This could be my parent, my teacher, my friend, or my grandparent, or even someone who hurt you but taught you a lesson. That a person who impacts the most is often changed your life more times, gave you strength, or made you think differently about life. The next question, what I break the law to save loved one? The question reveals the tension being law and love. Many people feel that human life and deep relationships are more important than rules. At the same time laws exist to protect everyone. What really matters here is asking yourself, do I believe justice is more important than personal attachment, or the other way around? Your answer shows what you value most under pressure. The next question, would I steal a feed starving child? This is a classic moral compassion versus legality. Most people feel stealing is wrong, but letting a child stray feels far worse. This question helps you explore, is doing right thing always same following the rules? How far would I get to protect innocent life? It doesn't mean stealing it's correct. It means you are thinking about human responsibility. The next question, what do I wa- want most in my life? This is one of the most important questions you will never ask yourself. Some common answers people discuss over the time is peace, success, love, respect, purpose, happiness. Your answer may change as you grow, and that's completely okay. What matters is that you keep checking yourself instead of living an autopilot. What is life asking of me? This isn't about exams, money, or pressure from others. It's about what are my strengths, what are my problems, move my heart, where I am needed. Sometimes life asks us to be brave, sometimes to be patient, sometimes to change, and sometimes to help others. The next question, which is worst, falling or never trying? Most people eventually realize that falling teaches lessons, never trying creates regret. Failure can hurt for a while, regret can hurt a lifetime. Trying means to respond your own potential, if even if you didn't succeed the first time. The next question, if I try to fail and succeed, what I have done? You have still succeeded, because trying means you acted with courage. Even your goal was fail, succeeding shows effort, growth, and learning. The real success is having courage to attempt. The next question, if this was the last day of my life, would I have the same plans for today? This question isn't meant to scare you, it means to wake up. If it were your last day, you probably wouldn't care about small arguments, ego battles, providing yourself, fear of judgment. You would care about love, truth, forgiveness, gratitude, being real, being present. This question shows you the gap between how you live and how you want to live. You don't need to live every day like your last. That would be exhausting, but you can live every day like it matters. Ask yourself, am I postponing happiness for someday? Am I silent where I should have been honest? Am I chasing approval or meaning? A powerful truth. You don't need a last day to start living differently. These five questions go straight to core of identity, fear, purpose, and emotional freedom. I will answer each one by one in a deep, slow, thoughtful way, not with ready-made answers, but in a way that helps you discover your own truth. Take your time reading this. These are not fast questions. These are life questions. The next question, what am I really scared of? Most fears are about the thinking myself. They are about what if I means. For example, fear of exams, fear of being seen as failure, fear of rejection, fear of being unlovable, fear of speaking, fear of being judged. Fear of change, fear of losing control, fear of loneliness, fear of being unwanted. Your deepest fear is usually connected to your self-worth, your need for love, your sense of safety, your identity. Fears being something important. Fear doesn't mean weakness. Fear shows where you care about the most. Instead of running from fear, ask it what you are trying to protect. Fear often disappears when it feels understood. The next question, am I holding on onto something what I need to go off? This might be past mistake, a broken friendship, guilt, anger, regret, a version of yourselves that no longer lives, someone who hurt you, someone who outgrew, a dream that's no longer your. Holding on feels safe because it's familiar, it keeps the past alive, it protects your uncertainty, but it also drains your energy, keeps wounds open, blocks new growth. Letting go does not mean you didn't care. I didn't matter. You lost. Letting go means you choose peace over pain. You choose growth over fear. You choose the future over the past. If not now, then when? The question reminds you that waiting fever is also a decision. There, they may never be perfect time. Coincidence, success, or change usually comes after you begin, not before. It's a reminder that small steps today are more powerful than big plans tomorrow. What matters most in my life? This could be your family, your education and future, your mental peace, your dreams, your self respect and values. What matters most is whether still feels important even the life gets hard. What I am doing about the things that no matter most in my life. This is about actions, not just intentions. Ask yourself, am I putting effort into what I say is important, or I am thinking about it without doing much? Even tiny efforts count. Studying a little, being kinder, resting when I need, trying again and again after falling. What do I matter? You matter because you are one of kind. No one else has your thoughts, voice, experience. You affect people even when you don't realize it. Your life has potential. If it feels unclear right now, you don't need to prove your worth. Your matter simply because you exist. The next one, have I done anything lately that's worth remembering? It does not have been something big. It could be helping someone, trying again after falling, being honest with yourself, not giving up a hard day. Growth is quiet. Many important moments don't look impressive, but they change you inside. You affect people even when you don't realize. Am I thinking negative thoughts before fall asleep? Your thoughts at bedtime matter because they affect your sleep and mood. If you notice worrying about the past or future, replaying mistakes, feeling fear or sadness, it doesn't mean something is wrong. It just means your mind is tired or overwhelmed. A calm routine, positive reflection, or gratitude before sleep can slowly change the pattern. The next one, am I putting enough effort into my relationships? This is about being kind, listening, giving time, showing care. If you don't need to be perfect, even small actions, checking in, helping, or showing respect mean effort. What matters is honestly, not comparison. The next one, am I taking care of myself physically? This includes proper sleep, eating regularly, drinking water, moving your body, resting when tired. Taking care of our body is not selfish, it's basic self respect. Even improving small habit is in progress. Next one, am I letting things I can't control stress me out? Many people suffer not because of problems, but because of worry about things they can't change. Ask yourself, is this in my hands? If not, can I let it go a little? Peace often begins when control ends. The next one, am I achieving the goals I have set myself? This question isn't about success or failure. It's about, are your goals realistic? Are you trying consistently? Are you learning from mistakes? Even slow progress is still growth matters more. Next one, who am I really? This is the oldest questions humans have ever asked. And honest truth is, you are not just one thing. You are your thoughts, but also the one who observes those thoughts. Your emotions, but also the one who learns from them. Your past, but also the one who is not trapped by it. Your dreams, even the ones who haven't said out loud. Your mistakes, but also your ability to grow beyond them. Many people define themselves marks, achievements, family expectations, what others think, but those are roles, not your identity. Who you are really are reload by what you do when no one is watching, what hurts you deeply, what makes you feel alive, what you protect, what you cannot ignore. You are not finished, you are becoming. and and that's not weakness, that's power. The next one, what worries me most about the future? Most future fields fall into these hidden categories: fear or failure. What if I try, still lose? Fear or disappointing others. What if I even let down? Fear of being alone. What if I not stays? Fear of not being enough. What if I never become who I am supposed to be? Fear of uncertainty. What if everything changes? What makes the future scary? Not time. It's lack of control. You're worried because you care, you want stability, you don't want to suffer, you don't want to waste your life. Your future feels big because you are standing at the beginning of your story, not at the end. Instead of asking, what if everything goes wrong, try asking, what if I grow strong enough to handle whatever comes? Am I using my time wisely? This is a question that quietly follows me every single day, even if I don't notice it. Time is the only thing in my life that never stops, never slows down, and never comes back. Once it is gone, it's gone. When I look my day, I realize that every hour I spend actually shaping who I become tomorrow. Sometimes I use my time in a meaningful way, learning something new, working on my goals, or improving myself. But other times, I get lost in distractions, scrolling endlessly, worrying too much, or doing things that do not really help me for the future. When I think deeply, it becomes clear that value of my time depends on how I choose to spend it, not how much time I have. Everyone has 24 hours, but what makes the difference is how wisely those hours are used. Using time wisely does not mean being busy all the time. It means being aware. It means asking myself, will this help me grow? Will this bring me closer to my dreams? Am I proud of how I am spending this moment? Many times I realize that I waste time because I am not fully conscious of what I am doing. I tell myself just 5 minutes and suddenly an hour is gone. I say I will start later and day disappears. This is a way of introspection is important. When I pause and look honestly at my habits, I can see both good and bad. I can see the moments I used well and the moments I let slip away, and this awareness itself is the first step towards change. When I reflect on my life, I understand that the time is connected to purpose. If I don't have my time, automatically it gets scattered. But when I know I want, whether it becoming skilled, building a career, taking care of myself, or improving my character, then my time becomes more focused. I start choosing activities that supports my growth instead of activities that drain my energy. Slowly this transforms not just my schedule but also my mindset. I began to value each hour like precious opportunity. At the same time, using time wisely also means taking care of myself. Rest is not a waste. Breaks are not failures. Time wisely used as includes moments of relaxation, reflection, and peace. But the difference is intention. I am resting, recharge, or escaping from the responsibility. I am relaxing after effort or avoiding the effort itself. True wisdom lies in finding balance.